Welcome, TV goers, Woodstock fans of a television, of a new reality, of the first Good News interactive program of its kind. This is not a spectator sport, kids. This is an intervision, interchangeable, interwoven, galactic reality.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, Gus is all for it. We have a very special guest tonight, Gus Mancini. He's going to be riding the waves of some melodious figures of beautiful, intensive, inspirational music for us tonight. We may see some footage from the Phil Oakes tribute that I played at this week on Saturday. It was a wonderful turnout. We got to hear about Phil Oakes' wonderful, timeless music, like I Ain't Marching Anymore and Power and Glory. Also, e-waste. We're going to watch a video about where all of your new fangled technological devices end up, where they end up in China, where the kids have lead for blood. So that's going to be a very uplifting video. And David Lewis is going to talk about some bicycling, about the aspect of maybe having some bicycling paths here in Woodstock.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome, right? We could go to the store. We could go to the green. We could go and carry flowers and let's pick some groceries from the garden.
Why not?
Why not, right?
I'm all for it.
And also, we'll talk to you about one of the elves that's coming to visit us tonight. Actually, so without any more of this, let me introduce a wonderful friend of mine, ladies and gentlemen, Gus Mancini.
Play something?
Yes, I would love to hear some stuff.
This is called This Is Not a Fantasy. This is not a fantasy. God the mind and you will find a path, a map, already written, bodiless, so familiar, beyond the stars. This is not a fantasy. This is not a fantasy, perfect from the start. By your thoughts you are made, but never in the shade. Get my drift? Jump free, it's your right. Dance free in your light. This is not a fantasy. You are made, but never in the shade. Get my drift? This is not a fantasy. This is not a fantasy. Let silence rule the day, come what may. Enter the monastery of your own soul and stand up and look around. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow never comes, time is fleeting. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Your spirit doesn't care. There's nothing to be done. You can't create what never left the gate. Haven't got it yet. You don't need a net. Conditions all met before you left the set. Ever stop and think by your kitchen sink? Now I guess my lot, this is all I got. A bony post of flesh, groaning to be free. There must be more to me. Sit, prayer doesn't care, words come out without a mouth. You don't need eyes to see. There must be more to me. Bodiless, beyond the stars. This is not a fantasy. This is not a fantasy. Perfect from the start. Never been a broken heart. Leave it up to mind, and you will never find what can't be found. Jump free, it's your right. Dance free in your life. Jump free, it's your right. Dance free in your life. This is not a fantasy.
Yeah. All right, Gus. Dig, man, dig.
Thanks, June. Appreciate that.
What's going on? What's coming up for you?
Well, let's see. I've been doing a lot of things, actually. I'm doing some free improvs at the Sonart Studios with Ken Lovelet.
Ooh.
Did like 3 or 4 of those with different players.
People can go there and check it out.
Yeah, they can. Come and, just, you're welcome to come to that studio anytime. It's open and it's fabulous inside. It's right in Mount Tremper on Plank Road.
It's very neat looking right across.
Right, I have a gig coming up with the Patty Martin. We do a duo together. And that's at Mezzaluna. It's a little hard. It's like left brain, right brain, because I got so involved in what I was doing there.
Oh, that's great. That's okay. You're entailed.
And that's next Friday.
Next Friday, is that December 19th?
Right, that's it.
December 19th,
Knew that was an
6 to
important
9.
date.
Yeah, it's next Friday,
Right,
and
next
it's on
Friday.
212 between Saugerties and Woodstock.
Right.
And if you guys have never seen Patty and Gus, you have to go and see it because it's just cutting-edge beatnik, worldly music, and Patty does some really hep stuff. And,
Yep, she does.
And you both together, a dynamic duo. So BYOB, kids, and show up because it's going to be a fabulous evening. And what was that titled?
That was called This Is Not a Fantasy.
Oh. Do you think it's a fantasy to dream about bicycling riding along the Woodstock
No, if you think
Mill
about
Stream
it,
into the
you have to,
town?
You have to consider what you think because your thoughts become things. So.
Our thoughts become things.
Yeah, so
David, how do our thoughts become things? Do you know something about this?
I think you got to put the energy into it.
You got to put the energy into it.
You wanna
And
sit
so,
down?
speaking of energy, what did you start? Did you start something up,
Well,
or what?
let's wait and see if we can get some cameras on.
I'd let
Oh,
the
look at that.
cameras-
We're like see-through here.
Woo!
Why was that the natural response? I don't know why.
It's just
Let's
like,
go, woo!
we're flying in
Is
the
that
energy,
ocean?
man.
Are we in the ocean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
can
like
we-
how my jacket actually goes along because my
Nice
jacket
new
is
jacket.
green. It's green except for these two spots. And so
David, you could wear that jacket while swimming in the ocean, while bicycling, and have a bicycle-powered blender.
or I could be a superhero that's invisible, except not a very good superhero because only parts of me are invisible.
You're a bicycling superhero. You are ready to make some bike lanes
That's true.
happen.
And
in
bike lanes in
Woodstock.
Woodstock. Yeah, that's the big project. So the background story here is that I was at a town board meeting. It was about a month ago, month and a half ago, and you were there too.
I was there.
And Jay Wank was talking about putting bike racks all over town.
Okay.
So then a lady called and she's like, bike racks are a good idea, but this town, it's too dangerous to ride a bike in this town.
Ooh,
and,
too dangerous.
Can't we
she's right.
And I mean, I take my chances. I ride around, and I've never had problems, but I can understand what they're talking about. And actually, I guess it's not true. I've never had problems. As a kid, I actually got hit by 2 cars at different
really?
points in my life. So I guess I should understand that.
Now it's
I
time
never
for
got hurt.
redemption, isn't
Yeah.
it? Have you ever tried to ride your bike from Sunflower up to the town green with all your groceries?
With the little basket.
It's real
the
fun,
basket.
isn't it?
Yeah, I
mean,
enjoy
do you
it,
go?
actually.
Do you ride on the sidewalk or do you ride?
It depends how
up
much
that-
traffic. I prefer to ride on the road. If there's a lot of traffic, I'll do the sidewalk sometimes. If there's a lot of people walking on the sidewalk, then I might have to take some behind the scenes trail somewhere.
So how is there a way that we're going to improve this way to navigate up the hill in some way?
Well, we're looking into all the issues. There's so many. There's quite a few options, and things have been done in different ways. Bike lanes have been incorporated in villages in different ways. The most obvious is to widen the road and actually put in a lane that's just for human-powered vehicles. Now,
like rickshaws and stuff.
Like rickshaws. Like remember Darren Selby bringing his rickshaws through town. But so that is problematic, however, because to move the sidewalk over, this is a lot of construction money.
A lot of extra.
You make a lot of enemies doing that type of stuff.
We don't want to make enemies.
Other
we just
option,
want to be healthy.
Other option is to... Oh, and look at this. You see this picture here? This is what Mary McNamara...
there
and actually, can we just put the picture on? Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
This is a picture that Mary McNamara and Billy Denter from the Bike Store have been working on to promote bicycling in town. And while it doesn't actually contain any bike lanes or new solutions in it, it does show a lot of people having fun riding bikes all over the place. And it provides that little artistic inspiration to get something done.
It would certainly do that and improve the morale.
It is a nice map. And it reminds me of the map we made for the campaign. Which we should actually bring that in one day.
We'll show that next
time.
Yeah, next time. I mean, this would really put Woodstock back on the map for being a truly progressive town.
Because sometimes it takes a map to put a town back on the map.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it...
We were coming up with a lot of those dingers, right? Zingers. For the
zingers. So if you do have any...
we got to put the spoke back in the spokesperson.
We're going to put the spokes back in the spokesperson. If anyone has other ideas for the logo of this, you may win certain prizes.
What do they win?
they could win free registered hitchhiking tickets.
If you want to reset the chroma key, by the way, you just hit Shift chroma key, and it can reset it. So
I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, that thing about the hitchhiking thing, isn't that a little bit like?
I think the hitchhiking idea, as long as you got to change the name, hitchhiking right away, red flag. Everybody's like, no,
one
dangerous.
likes hitchhiking.
No, but if you call it a car share, ride share program, where you have a little ride share stop,
doling it out, right?
You can have a
ride
little stop
program
at one part of town,
right?
And
with the bicycle kiosks, right?
Well, with the bicycle kiosks, or it's a little stop area and people are a member. They've got a card that says, I'm a safe, ride share participant.
I'm part of the spokes.
Yeah, I'm part of the spokes club, and you can pick me up without having to worry that I'm going to cause any physical damage to you because I've been cleared by the ride share program. But that's a whole other issue.
That's a whole other issue.
But it's the same issue because it has to do with reducing the amount of cars on the road.
The cars and the carbon footprint.
Yeah, so every time there's less cars on the road, there's less pollution.
Yeah, stay tuned. I want you guys to see that e-waste video. It will really make you want to think about the next time you walk in your
getting back to the bike thing.
Getting back to it.
We had a meeting at Joshua's upstairs.
Yeah, we did.
Last Tuesday. We're going to have another meeting at Joshua's upstairs. This coming Tuesday, 5:30, the public is invited. We want to hear input on what people think. We wanted to get a letter into the paper this week, but I just realized it's too late for them.
Too late.
Because the paper comes out tomorrow.
Thursday.
Tomorrow, and that would be the paper to get in. So we
if
couldn't
anyone would like to come to the meeting or do certain tasks
to help us accomplish Tuesday at Joshua's upstairs. It's a good old time.
It's a fantastic place.
Mary McNamara the whole time was saying, wow, this is the most fun I've ever had coming to a task force meeting.
We had a hell of a time.
It's a fun time.
Yeah. You were drinking tea and brainstorming.
Are you wearing green too? No, you're not.
Not today.
I don't know why you're invisible. I understand why I'm invisible because I'm wearing green.
Can you see me? Am I invisible?
Well,
I'd like to hear some more music. Is there anything else that you wanted to
talk
about? That this is not a fantasy?
It's not a fantasy, and there's a lot of different options. And as I was getting before, one is to widen the road to put in a real bicycle lane. Yeah. Another option is to remove parking from the side of the road, which would create
no problem.
Then there wouldn't be construction, but then there'd be less parking, which is an issue. Another option is
they wouldn't have to join the gym as much because they could park their car somewhere farther away and just walk.
Ideally, I think that's what we would do, but we would have to first get to a point where enough people in the town commit to not parking in town and riding their bikes around that it would be feasible. I think at this particular moment, it might not be possible, but what could be possible and is an option that has worked in the Lower East Side in Manhattan, for example, is you take the road where the cars drive, and on the right third, you just paint a little green line.
Just a little green line.
So that creates a little lane within the existing lane where bicycles or other human-powered vehicles can maneuver. And because bicyclists actually have a legal right to the road. Most people don't know that, but bicycles have a legal right to the road, as do other human-powered vehicles. So the cars would then see, wow, they're in their lane. They would have to drive behind them, and when there's an opportunity, they pass.
What amazing things a
little green paint could just change the kind of the consciousness of the average driver, so they realize that, wow, we can share the road, and it doesn't have to be dangerous.
It doesn't have to be dangerous.
Another option, of course, is off-road bike trails. So, for example, growing up, and I probably shouldn't publicize this trail because we always used to get yelled at by
of Woodstock.
But you go up behind, for example, from Bradley Meadows, you go to the right, and then there's a bike trail that's pretty much established. All the kids use it. That brings you all the way up to the rec field, and it's been there forever. If we could talk to all the landowners and get them to agree to allow bicycle traffic there, that could be an alternative option to bike through town, and then you wouldn't even be on the road.
Right, that would be a possibility if people would.
Participate,
willing to do such a thing.
Wow, look at that! I've got two heads.
So. I wouldn't mind if you piped in some stuff.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
We're talking.
I think I just figured he's doing a green screen with both cameras. Yeah.
Green screen with both cameras.
Yeah, you see how we both have two heads? Look, move your head over.
Two heads are better than one.
Okay, I can't get you to. Okay, so let's hear the second song.
Let's hear
Thanks
it.
for having me on, Journey.
Thanks, David Lewis. Yeah. Let's hear it for the instigator renegade of the galaxy, the super David Lewis.
No tunnel vision in this place. No fast forward and back. No send, delete, and save. No undo, redo. No dreaming, no time, no aging, no meetings, no partings. Where is this place? Where is this place? It's right here, right there, and nowhere. Beyond mind, beyond mind. The clear light state, that's your fate. The clear light state, that's your fate. Open up, open up. Open up. No left, no right, no up, no down, no all around. No day, no night, no eye, no sight, no ring ding, no tears, no flinch, no the pinch, no ever dog, yo dog. That's no opposite. That's your fate. The clear state, that's your fate. Your fate. Realizing that your no death, no birth, life has no opposite.
Have you always wondered what it would be like to visit Santa's workshop? Well, now you can. Santa Claus is coming to town to help raise funds for the Listen to Me Youth Theater and Catskill Woodland Summer Camp. Why? So that local kids can continue to have an affordable educational enrichment program in the arts, culture, and outdoor education all year long. Come to Santa's Workshop, Winter Fair, and Silent Auction this Sunday, December 14th at the Colony Cafe in Woodstock. Stop in anytime. Hey, hey, hey. Stop in anytime. Hey, hey, hey. Between noon and 4 p.m. for an unforgettable Christmas experience filled with magic and wonder. Meet Santa and Mrs. Claus and have your photo taken on Santa's sleigh. Celebrate with live tunes by Uncle Rock, Jay Unger, and Molly Mason. Help Santa's elves make beautiful crafts and gifts to bring home and enjoy or donate to needy children. Make beeswax candles with candlestock, tinsmith ornaments with the Ashokan Center, cookies, cottages, treasure boxes, and much, much more. Shop for delectable gifts from Lucky's Chocolates and our Taste of the Season's bake sale, as well as an exciting and unique holiday gifts at our silent auction. Bid on items, gift certificates, certificates and services from local galleries, restaurants, and shops, including New World Home Cooking, the Peekamoot Restaurant, the Peekamoose Restaurant, Catskill Rose, Jarita's Forest, Houston Sun, Oriole 9, Dharmaware, and much, much more. Hear Wintertime Tales with Grandma Avis, Story Lori and Jill Olesker in the Storytelling Cave. And of course, don't forget to dance with the elves around the edible Christmas tree. Have your face painted by the Snow Queen. Roast marshmallows by the indoor open fire. And visit Rudolph's Cafe for lunch. Come to Santa's Workshop and Winter Fair this Sunday, December 14th, from noon to 4 p.m. at the Colony Cafe in Woodstock, and experience the magic and enchantment and wonder of the season. Now we're going to talk to the artist of these beats. Can you hear them? Is it a silent auction? So, how'd you come up with these beats?
Using a program, FL Studio.
Do you want to do a video? Go ahead.
I'm on a laptop at home, and I've been doing it for about 8 years, and are we on? Alright. Yes, I've been doing it for about 8 years, and what I was gonna say.
You've been doing it for about 8 years, and what struck you to initially start it? How did you start it? What made you think it?
And I just got into the program to start messing around with it, and it was like my music evolved over time. So.
It's very. I noticed it's very meditative. It's like a mantra practice in a way. I mean, do you go into the zone? How do you come up with these beats?
Just kind of mess around with notes and just listen to different instruments and just kind of pick out what sounds interesting together.
Now, you get in touch with your sixth sense, someone says, when you do this?
Yeah, in a way.
Is there something that you envision to do with these, or are you happy with the way they are as an artist? Like, do you expect people just to listen to it this way? Which is...
Yeah, but eventually I'm going to get somebody to, like...
Well, I hope that we can listen to this music. I hope we can have it for stock and have it for this show. Because it's some sweet stuff. It's nice rhythm. Thanks, Leland, for sharing your stuff with us.
So just get a ripping.
Going back. We're on a track. We're on a track going back. We're on a track. We'll take a trip as fast as we can so you can see where you come from, my friend. Start with your mother and father, look at them. We're on this track going back. Let's go back to the last he and she that is possible for you to see. And there we will be, swinging on a tree. We're on a track going back. We're on a track. We're on a track going back.
We're on the track going back.
Let's take away all the stars, all the bodies that
Take
fall
away all the
so
stars
far.
on the
Take away
way
the sun, let's take it away.
Take away
Take
the
even the little light
stars.
that was born that day.
We're on the track and
So
going
is
back.
a hydrogen proton. Indestructible by law. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Here we are, we came so far, not even a light or a single star, no sun, no earth, no sea, no he, no she, no nature, no element to be. Now I found, for there they were, they did always be, and that's as far as my eyes can see. Only the truth can set you free. Only the truth can set you free.
Only the truth can set you free.
Time, he is an endless journey. He always was and always will be, working at a steady pace. No hurry is his way.
The truth can set you
Darkness,
free.
she had the right with thee. She bare the light in nature too. She bare the light in nature too. And then came you. And then came you.
And then came you.
Soul is a hydrogen proton.
Soul is a
Indestructible
hydrogen proton.
by law.
Indestructible by law.
The universe was void and dense, only time and darkness was past tense, and man was never known. Man was never known.
Man was never known.
Only he and she had the throne. But what good is the throne when you're all alone? Dark so blue from frustration too became a spark and the light grew and forgot to start. But only time and darkness were the part to form the need. They were the start.
What's the start? The truth
You don't know
will
what the
set you
hell I'm
free.
talking about.
What the hell you talking about?
As long as a need exists, it must be satisfied.
free.
As long as a need exists, it must be satisfied. As long as a need exists, it must be satisfied. As long as a need exists, it must be satisfied. We're on a track going back. We're on a track.
Going back. The truth will set you free.
Undo history, redo.
The truth
Redo
will set you
history.
free. His human story.
Undo history, redo. Redo history.
Redo history.
As long as a need exists, it must be satisfied.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the wave of the human story. And you are the one responsible for it happening now.
Here in the dawn and dawn of humanity, that's H-U-E. It's the Godship of humanity.
The truth will set you free.
It's
Your
green.
clean hydrogen
It's green.
proton.
Green.
Protein
Here's that
and
new
light.
shade of green in the rainbow.
Pure clean fact.
To the future
Track
that is
going
up
back.
now.
Protein and hydrogen protons.
We're
Yo.
off the track.
Thanks for everyone for being part of this vision and turning this non-fantasy into a reality. Come be a part of this vision. Thank you. Over and out.